Picture this. You're standing at a crossroads, your life's path stretching out before you, vibrant and full of promise. The air hums with possibility, and deep down, you know the choices you make, especially about the people you let walk beside you, will shape your journey. Epicurus, that wise old Stoic, once dropped a gem. Associate with those who elevate you. Those words hit like a lightning bolt, don't they? The people you surround yourself with aren't just background. Boys, they're the architects of your mindset, your habits, your very destiny. You've probably heard that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not just a catchy phrase. It's a truth that echoes through the ages, straight from the Stoics' playbook. Today we're diving into a modern Stoic guide to guard your inner peace, sharpen your focus, and reclaim your power by steering clear of 11 types of people who can throw you off course. These aren't just random quirks to avoid. They're energy drains, dream killers, and chaos magnets that can dim your light if you let them linger. Ready to take control? Let's dive in and explore who to sidestep and why, so you can carve out a life of clarity, virtue, and unshakable resilience. The people you let into your inner circle don't just influence your mood. They shape your thoughts, your choices, your entire trajectory. Stoicism, that ancient philosophy of ironclad self-mastery, teaches us to focus on what we can control. And guess what? One of the biggest things in your control is who you choose to keep close. Some folks bring wisdom, spark inspiration, and push you to be your best self. Others, they're like slow leaks in your energy tank, clouding your judgment and dragging you into a spiral of negativity. If you're not careful, their fears, complaints, and toxic habits can seep into you, dulling your edge and pulling you away from the Stoic path of reason and discipline. So let's break down these 11 types of people you need to watch out for, each one a potential roadblock to your growth. By spotting them early and setting boundaries, you're not just protecting your peace. You're building a life that's deliberate, purposeful, and true to your highest self. First up, meet the complainer. You know this person. They've got a PhD in finding fault with everything. The weather's too cold, work's too hard, life's just unfair. Every chat with them is a laundry list of gripes, but solutions, not their style. They'll moan about their job, their partner, their coffee order, yet never lift a finger to change a thing. The Stoics, like Epictetus, had zero patience for this. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Complaining is like mental quicksand. It traps you in a cycle of helplessness. Spend too much time with a complainer, and their negativity starts to creep into your head like a fog. Ever notice how you feel heavier, more cynical after venting? With someone like this? That's no accident. Negativity is contagious, and it's a direct threat to the clarity and resilience Stoicism demands. Ask yourself, are the people around you sparking growth, or are they just fanning the flames of your frustrations? If it's the latter, it's time to pull back and protect your mindset. Next, we've got the excuse maker. This person's got a black belt in dodging responsibility. Can't get to the gym, too busy, missed a deadline, someone else's fault. Want to chase a dream? Nah, it's all luck anyway. They've got a ready-made reason for every failure, and worse, they'll try to sell you on the same mindset. The Stoics were all about owning your life. Seneca warned, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Excuse makers are time wasters, energy drainers, and ambition killers. Hang around them long enough and you might start questioning your own drive. Ever caught yourself thinking, maybe I'm being too hard on myself after chatting with someone like this? That's their influence at work, sowing seeds of doubt. So, take a hard look. Who in your life pushes you to act, and who hands you reasons to stay stuck? Choose the ones who light a fire under you, not the ones who douse your spark. Then there's the gossiper. Oh, they're fun at first, aren't they? Dropping juicy tidbits about who's doing what, who said what, who's secretly a mess. It's like a guilty pleasure, until you realize they're probably spilling your secrets too. The Stoics saw gossip as a waste of breath and a sign of weak character. Marcus Aurelius put it bluntly, "You always own the option of having no opinion." Gossip pulls you into a swamp of judgment and drama, focusing your energy on things you can't control. Plus, Let's be real. People who tear others down to feel better about themselves aren't exactly radiating virtue. If you're spending your days dishing dirt, what does that say about your own growth? Try this. Go a full day without saying something negative about someone. Tough, right? If it's harder than you expected, it might be time to check who's steering your conversations. Distance yourself from the gossipers and watch your mind clear up. Now let's talk about the envious one. You share your big win, a promotion, a new project, a personal milestone, and instead of cheers, you get a lukewarm "that's nice" or a backhanded jab. That's envy, and it's a Stoic no-no. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Envious people are obsessed with what they don't have, and they resent you for having it. They won't celebrate your success. They'll nitpick it, question it, or try to pull you down to their level. Keep them close and you'll start feeling guilty for your own progress. A surefire recipe for self-sabotage. So, ask yourself, are your people genuinely stoked for your victories? Or do they make you second-guess your shine? Surround yourself with those who lift you up, not those who cast shadows on your joy. Then there's the hot-tempered. You know the type. Every minor inconvenience is a 5-alarm fire. A slow barista, a traffic jam, a misplaced comment, and boom, they're off yelling, blaming, creating chaos. The Stoics saw anger as a weakness, not a strength. Seneca said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Someone who can't control their temper can't control their life, and their volatility is infectious. Spend too much time with them, and you'll catch yourself getting snappy, reactive, defensive. Ever left a convo with someone like this and felt your own mood tank? That's their anger rubbing off. Reflect. When's the last time someone's rage threw you off balance? Do you want that energy in your life? Choose calm over chaos, and you'll find your inner peace stays intact. Next up, the drama magnet. These folks don't just stumble into conflict, they attract it like moths to a flame. Every day's a crisis, every molehill a mountain, and if you're not careful, their storms become yours. They thrive on emotional turbulence, spinning small issues into full-blown sagas and pulling you in as an unwilling co-star. Marcus Aurelius. Nailed it. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Drama magnets want your reaction, your attention, your energy. But Stoicism's about guarding your peace like a fortress. Why let someone else's chaos breach your walls? The secret? Detachment. Don't argue, don't engage, just step back. Ask yourself, does their drama push you toward your goals, or does it just sap your focus? Life's too short for manufactured crises. Choose people who bring calm, not storms. Then we've got the naysayer. These are the dream crushers, the ones who see every ambition as a fool's errand. Share your big idea, and they'll hit you with a dozen reasons it'll flop. What if it fails? Most people don't make it. Are you sure you're cut out for this? Their negativity is like rust, slowly corroding your confidence. The Stoics knew better. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of what naysayers fear never happens, and even if it does, you're tougher than they think. Their doubts reflect their limits, not yours. Ever notice naysayers rarely have big wins of their own? They're projecting their fears, not your truth. So, tune them out. Focus on what you can control, your effort, your resilience, and let their noise fade. Your dreams deserve better company. Now, meet the toxic positivist. At first, they seem like a breath of fresh air, all smiles and "just think positive" vibes. But dig deeper and you'll see they're dodging reality. When you're struggling, they'll brush it off with, "It could be worse," or "just be happy," as if real problems vanish with a forced grin. Stoicism's about facing the world head-on, not pretending it's all sunshine. Marcus Aurelius said, "Strength comes from facing difficulties, not pretending they don't exist." Toxic positivists avoid hard truths, dismiss your emotions, and shirk responsibility, leaving you stuck in a fantasy where growth can't happen. Ask yourself, do your people help you tackle challenges with clarity? Or do they push you to ignore Them? Real friends meet you in the struggle, not in denial. Then there's the victim. This person's life is a never-ending soap opera, and they're always the wronged hero. Nothing's ever their fault. The world, their boss, their ex, the universe is out to get them. They lean on you for endless sympathy, but never take steps to change. Epictetus was clear. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Victims give away their power by blaming everything but themselves. Hang around them and you'll start feeling like life's unfair too. Their mindset's a trap, pulling you into a cycle of helplessness. Reflect. Are you spending energy propping up someone who refuses to stand? Stoicism's about owning your reactions, not carrying someone else's baggage. Choose people who empower you, not drain you. Next, the time vampire. These folks don't just waste your time, they devour it. They'll call you for hours to vent, drag you into pointless debates, or rope you into tasks they could handle themselves. Before you know it, your day's gone, and you've got nothing to show for it. The Stoics valued time like gold. Marcus Aurelius said, "Time is a sword, and we are its wielder." Time vampires dull that sword, leaving you scattered and exhausted. Ever felt mentally drained after a convo that went nowhere? That's their work. Protect your time fiercely. Say no. Set limits. Prioritize what matters. Ask, is this person worth my hours, or are they stealing my focus? Your time's too precious for leeches. Finally, the manipulator, smooth-talking and charming. They're masters at bending you to their will. They'll use guilt, flattery, or sneaky tactics to get what they want, leaving you second-guessing your own instincts. Ever felt uneasy after saying yes to something you didn't want to do? That's their game. Stoicism's about self-control, and Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Manipulators thrive on your compliance, but you hold the key. Set firm boundaries, say no, and trust your gut. Ask, are your relationships built on mutual respect, or is someone pulling your strings? Break free, and you'll reclaim your freedom. So you've spotted these energy drainers. Now what? Avoiding toxic people is only half the battle. To truly thrive, you need to build a circle that fuels your growth, sharpens your mind, and keeps you grounded in virtue. Stoicism's not just about dodging negativity. It's about seeking out connections that challenge you to be better. Imagine a crew of people who inspire you, hold you accountable, and share your hunger for wisdom. That's the Stoic social circle, a network built on mutual respect, shared values, and a relentless pursuit of a meaningful life. Let's break down how to make it happen. First, surround yourself with virtuous people. Epictetus said, be careful about the company you keep, for they influence your thoughts and actions. Seek out folks who embody wisdom, courage, justice, and discipline, the Stoic gold standard. These aren't just nice-to-haves. They're qualities that push you to level up. Ever notice how being around someone with integrity makes you want to step up your game? That's the vibe you want. Ditch the shortcut takers, the complainers, the dishonest, and find people who live with purpose. Ask, do my friends challenge me to grow, or do they pull me into old habits? Choose those who spark your best self and watch your life transform. Second, become the person you want to attract. Stoicism's not about chasing the right people. It's about becoming so solid that they find you. Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Focus on building your own character, discipline, resilience, wisdom, and you'll naturally draw in people who vibe with those traits. It's like a magnet. Live with integrity, and you'll attract the same. Ever tried to impress someone and felt fake? Stop. Work on you, and the right ones will show up. Ask, am I living the values I want in my friends? Be the example, and your circle will shift. Third, practice selective availability. In a world that's always demanding your attention, texts, calls, social media, endless obligations, Stoicism teaches you to guard your time like a treasure. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Don't say yes to every invite or request. Be ruthless about what deserves your energy. Ever felt wiped out after a day of people-pleasing? That's what selective availability prevents. Next time someone wants your time, ask, does this align with my goals, or is it just noise? Set boundaries, prioritize growth, and watch your focus sharpen. Fourth, seek out growth-oriented conversations. The Stoics loved deep, meaningful dialogue, talk that sharpens your mind and soul. Surround yourself with people who talk about ideas, not gossip, who debate solutions, not problems. Ever left a convo feeling energized like your brain's on fire? That's the kind of interaction you want. Steer clear of small talk and drama, and lean into discussions that challenge your thinking. Ask, are my conversations lifting me up or dragging me down? Curate your circle for wisdom and you'll grow faster than you thought possible. Fifth, embrace accountability. A true Stoic friend doesn't just cheer you on, they call you out when you're slacking. Find people who hold you to your standards, who push you to stay disciplined and true to your values. It's not always comfy, but it's how you grow. Ever had someone nudge you back on track when you were slipping? That's gold. Seek out those who will challenge you to be better, not just make you feel good. Ask, do my people keep me sharp or let me coast? Build a circle that's tough on you in the best way and you'll soar. Here's the deal. Life's too short to waste on people who dim your spark or derail your progress. Stoicism's not about judging others. It's about protecting your peace and building a life that's true to your highest self. Epictetus said, we should be careful about the company we keep, for they influence our thoughts and actions. Every person you let in is either lifting you toward wisdom or pulling you into chaos. Take a hard look. Who's in your circle? Are they fueling your growth or draining your energy? If you spot any of these 11 types, complainers, excuse makers, gossipers, envious ones, hot-tempered, drama magnets, naysayers, toxic positivists, victims, time vampires, or manipulators, it's time to act. Set boundaries, limit their access, and pour your energy into relationships that align with your values. This isn't about being cold or cutting people off for sport. It's about choosing wisely. Your mind's a fortress. Don't let just anyone waltz in. By curating a circle of virtuous, growth-driven people, you're not just dodging toxicity. You're building a life that's resilient, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Surround yourself with those who sharpen your thoughts, challenge your limits, and inspire your best. The Stoic path is clear. Protect your peace, choose your people, and live with intention. Who's walking with you on this journey? Choose them, well, and let them elevate you to heights you never imagined.